Hello everyone, I'm Brazen Eagle and thank you for joining me here. So, I have been waiting to see if any more information has come out, or politics or politicians been talking about illegal immigration since the concentration camp term has been applied to illegal detention centers or illegal alien detention centers, but regardless, today, from Breitbart, we have Lyft celebrates July 4th by declaring America is an idea, not a geography. Well, I'm sorry, but Lyft, you're stupid. You're absolutely stupid. Regardless, posted, of course, on July 4th. Ride-sharing corporation Lyft is celebrating the United States Independence Day by declaring that America is an idea, not a geography. For the 4th of July, Lyft teamed up with the Refugee and Immigration Center for Education and Legal Services, RICES, an open borders organization that is fighting President Trump's crackdown on asylum, to plead with Americans to donate money to take a stand for immigrants' rights, and declare that America is not a home to Americans, but just an idea. America is not home to Americans? Is that like saying Brazil is not a home to Brazilians? How stupid are you? Lyft executives wrote to customers, America is an idea, not just a geography. This 4th of July, let's celebrate the American values of inclusivity, well, I don't know about that, freedom, and opportunity by embracing the many ways it means to be American. Every one of us has had a hand in defining what it means to be American. At Lyft, we celebrate this. A large number of both Lyft drivers and riders identify as immigrants or first-generation Americans, and it's their stories that inspire us to continue to take a stand. Immigration is vital to the fabric of our cities, where we live and work. Yet we know every day immigrant rights, including the simple right to live your life and be treated equitably, which is an important word there, are being challenged. This Independence Day, we're asking our community of passengers and drivers to join us by taking a stand for immigration rights. Lyft is promising that for every dollar donated by a Lyft customer to RICES and its Open Borders cause, the corporation will match the donation up to $50,000 for the month of July. The ride-sharing company will also be donating $150,000 in ride credits to support Open Borders organizations. As part of Lyft's teaming up with RICES, the corporation is also releasing a series of short documentaries, all labeled with the globalist mantra, America is an idea, not a geography. Man, this is a stupid corporation, or company. In one short clip, 2 social workers help provide transportation and services for adult border crossers and their children who were released into the U.S. by the Department of Homeland Security. As of June, more than 211,000 adult illegal aliens have been released into the interior of the United States, with the vast majority being dropped off by Department of Homeland Security officials in El Paso, Texas, and San Antonio, Texas. The overwhelming majority of border crossers and illegal aliens are never deported from the country once they are released into the U.S. Today, there are anywhere between 11 and 22 million illegal aliens living across the country, according to most recent sources, the majority of which are concentrated in states like California, New York, Florida, Texas, and Illinois. Wow. This is pretty stupid. This shouldn't even be a video topic, but here we are. Basically, Lyft is a business, a carpooling business basically, like taxis, but not exactly like taxis. It's a business that wants to destroy America. I mean, that's literally their message. They want open borders. And if you have open borders, you destroy any sort of distinct culture or people that country once had. This business, Lyft, does not want, like I just said, the United States of America to be a country with a distinct people, or a culture, or even distinct values. No, what Lyft wants is a country that is so thoroughly mixed with outsiders that do not want to become culturally American. They want America to end up being like Central or South America. I don't know if you've ever been there, but I don't want America to become like Central or South America. Lyft literally wants open borders. America, when they say America, it can refer to 2 things. It's either the geographical location that incorporates both North, Central, and South America, as you can tell from Wikipedia, all this green over here, or, of course, the country of the United States. America is not an idea, but an actual country, of course, with laws and a distinct culture. America has never been just an idea, though. But America, the United States of America, is a country that has come about because of ideas and has itself developed ideas. It is not an idea, but it has developed from people who had ideas. It is not and will never be just an idea. I mean, you go outside, and that's America, or at least where I live. I don't know where you live, but where I live, I go outside, and that's America. It's not an idea. America has come from ideas before, people who had ideas, actually, and it has helped develop ideas that has made it the most powerful, I would say the greatest country on earth, but it is not an idea. America. Now, you gotta understand, America was never founded and does not equal or value inclusivity. You gotta understand here that the idea of inclusivity, of course, has never been in the United States Constitution, or even the Declaration of Independence, I believe. I'm not so sure about the Declaration, but let's go to the National Archives. The Constitution of the United States, this is the transcription, which will be linked below. Obviously, as you can tell already. Near the top, I've been looking for inclusivity. I can't find inclusivity. Inclusive. No results. The Constitution, which is the most powerful document in the United States of America, doesn't bring up the term inclusive or inclusivity. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the actual straight version of what inclusivity means. Inclusivity or inclusiveness or inclusive is merely the modern word for diversity or tolerance. Diversity used to be touted as a great thing. Tolerance, well, still kind of is, but touted as a great thing. Inclusivity is just a buzzword to make it sound like a person or business is popular and socially responsible, and morally superior to inferior, immoral people. To look at these people, inclusivity actually means, if you actually understand it, exclusion if you disagree with us. For example, just look at Google and YouTube. They also promote inclusivity, but yet they ban people from using their services with whom they disagree. You cannot really be inclusive and exclusive at the same time. They are using double standards. So, Lyft says it employs drivers that are immigrants. Okay, so be it, whatever. However, stating that immigration is vital to the fabric of our cities is somewhat revealing. Immigration can be good, but if you don't assimilate immigrants, if you don't make sure that the people who are coming here adopt our culture and language and our customs and values, then you know what? You're left with too much division between people. Take, for example, this doesn't exactly fit, but a country with too many culturally different people end up hating each other. Here's a country that I want you to look into. The dead country now, of Austria-Hungary. It had at least like 11 or 14 different distinct cultures, and it was only led by 2. Eventually, there was a ton of resentment between everyone. Go figure. If you have too many different cultures in one place, or 2 cultures that are very strong that hate each other, you're left with too much division. Now, Lyft continues that immigrant rights, which include the right to live your life and be treated equitably, are being challenged. You could make the argument that you can live your life as you see fit as long as you don't hurt or cost anyone else anything. But if you cost the host money, or if you cost the host country time, money, and other resources because you fail to be responsible for yourself, then don't be surprised when the hosts don't like you. Americans do not want to end up paying for you and your bad decisions. No one does. You got to be responsible for yourself. And if you can't be responsible for yourself, then we got to take action some way, somehow. We are not responsible for your life. Secondly, you got to understand what they mean by equitably. From SGBA e-learning resource, Rising to the Challenge, the terms equity and equality are sometimes used interchangeably, which can lead to confusion because while these concepts are related, there are also important distinctions between them. Equity, or equitably, as we have seen, involves trying to understand and give people what they need to enjoy full, healthy lives. Equality, in contrast, aims to ensure that everyone gets the same things in order to enjoy full, healthy lives. Like equity, equality aims to promote fairness and justice, but it can only work if everyone starts from the same place and needs the same things. Basically, this means that some people are going to get advantages over others. That is what equity is, at least socially. For example, we can take this. We see equity when employers are trying to find work, or employers are looking for employees trying to find work. Because of things like affirmative action, black people and females are given a higher chance to score a job. It means if you're the average worker in the United States, that you are going to be discriminated against because you are either lacking the right skin color or you're lacking the right genitalia. Social equity gives people unfair advantages compared to the average worker. If you are the average worker, you don't get any extra benefits. You, however, are literally working against other people who are given gifts and don't have to work as hard as you. That's what equity means in this case. Equality and equity don't exist in the real world. These are man-made social items that sound good on paper. They really do. But actively discriminate against people who want to get ahead in life. Yet, the people who promote equality and equity claim that they are against discrimination. It sounds like double standards once again to me. Equity actively discriminates against people who want to get ahead in life, whether you like it or not. Apparently, though, RICES is an organization that wants open borders. This is an organization, of course, like it says earlier, is basically threatening the sovereignty of the United States of America. Open borders literally means the end of the United States. You cannot have, like I said, a distinct culture and people with open borders. You can't have open borders and a welfare state at the same time. That just won't work. If we were to have open borders, then it's literally time to revolt. The politicians have failed the American people. Obviously, I would say the politicians have already failed the American people a while ago, but until something like open borders actually happens, people aren't going to take action. But you know what? Lyft even confirms their commitment to the death of America by even transporting illegal border crossers across the United States. And they're okay with it. Now, apparently, as of June, more than 211,000 adult border crossers and illegal aliens were released into Texas. I'm sorry for Texas. I used to live in Texas. It is a state that will go under. It is. It's a border state. It will absolutely go under. But, and even says that most illegals aren't deported. And, of course, they do cause some crime. And, of course, cost Americans more money than illegals are worth. If I had the resources, I would stop this immediately. But you know what? I don't got the manpower behind me. I don't have the funds behind me. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I'm Brazen Eagle, and I hope you have a great day.